Hey guys, it's appleminte. Welcome back again to my channel. You might notice something a little different. Finally got a haircut after like 13 months and it feels so good to be able to do this. Anyway, for today's video, I am gonna be doing something one might call a little cursed, but I will say that I'm gonna blame you guys for this one because I was not the one who came up with the ideas. You guys came up with the ideas and then voted, so really this video is all your fault. So I had the sudden urge to take some characters and turn them into magical girls. You can only guess where this is gonna go. Anyway, I'm gonna start off with the one that was most popular by demand and the most cursed thing I've probably ever drawn. So as you might have seen by the poll, the character that had the most suggestions and votes for today's video is SpongeBob SquarePants.
Imagination.
Now I don't really know how we got to this point or how it's come this far, but I'm committing to it because you guys want to see it, so I have to do what you want to see, right? I'm actually a little bit excited for this. One, because he's a guy, so I can again try to draw a guy for my video, but also just because I'm really interested in taking this character and turning him into something magical, something crazy. Not only am I making a magical boy out of SpongeBob, but I'm also making him into a human version of what I would imagine he would look like as a human. So my vision for this outfit was to give him a lot of frills and ribbons, but also keep it more on the guyish side, and also keeping it to somewhat look like his actual outfit that he wears, which is basically just a button-down shirt and brown pants. Now, I'm not giving him square pants, as Ryan, my fiance, really wanted me to do, and was disappointed that I did not give him square pants, but I just didn't think it would look good on a human. So I gave him more poofy pants because this is also a magical boy drawing, so I felt like that kind of shape would fit this a little bit better. Sorry, Ryan. Not going with what you wanted me to do. But anyway, I know that I want to keep to his color palette, and I think that'll really scream SpongeBob once I actually start doing that. I imagine that he would have the power of fry cooking. I think that's a given. So he can control condiments and summon ketchup and Krabby Patties, and you get the point. And as his magical boy staff, I decided to give him his trusty spatula and then kind of deck it out to make it a little bit more magical and fit the theme. As you might be able to tell, I had a lot of fun with this, like more than I expected. At first I was like, God, this is gonna be a disaster and it's gonna be super cursed, which it still is super cursed. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not, but had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would at first. Anyway, for his face, I decided to give him some freckles. And also, that's just to kind of show the freckles that I think he has on his cheeks, if I remember, on his design. So I'm putting them on his face here. But also, I decided to give him some pretty pronounced teeth. You know that SpongeBob has these really big teeth. So I decided to make that show here in his human version as well. I don't know if it looks a little odd, but SpongeBob's a little odd, so you can't really blame me there. Anyway, for his outfit colors, like I said, I want to stick to his traditional colors. So obviously brown for the pants and white for the shirt. But for this top portion of the shirt here, this overlay area, I decided to go with yellow because obviously SpongeBob is yellow. So I want to throw in yellow into this outfit. I don't want to just have it on his hair. And so that is one of the main colors here. And then I decided to use red for the accent colors to match the red of his tie, and then any of the other ribbons and things and little lines on his socks, as well as blue as a secondary accent color because he does have those two blue stripes on his socks. And I felt like using blue on the main shirt there would make more sense than adding another layer of red because then it would clash with the red on the tie and all the other ribbons. So I think that blue works as a secondary accent color here. low-key, one of the things that I had a lot of fun coloring was all of the things floating around him, all of his summons, if you will, his fry cooking summons. And also something that I had envisioned for behind him. So you guys know I like to do a circle behind characters of color just to kind of give the drawing a little bit more pop of color. Usually I pull one of the colors from the drawing and then lighten it or something. But for this, I decided to do water because, you know, he is all about being under the sea, duh. So I wanted to do a water background, something just a little bit different than doing a plain blue. I decided to challenge myself and do what water looks like, the ocean, you know? And I really like how it looks. I chose a blue that was not used in his outfit, more of like an aqua color, and I'm really happy with it. So anyway, that is my interpretation of SpongeBob SquarePants as what he would look like as a magical boy. And now on to the next drawing. Hopefully this one's a little less cursed. So the next character that I'm drawing, I saw suggested a whole lot, and that would be Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, second to SpongeBob, the most voted for idea was Sokka from Avatar, but I think I'd like to keep him for a future video if I do this series again and you guys like it, because for this one I did want to cycle between having one guy and one girl rather than two guys. You know, you gotta give people something to come back for, am I right? So if you guys really like this series, I will do Sokka as a magical boy as well as another character from whatever you guys want, but you gotta let me know in the comments below. Anyway, for Katara, like I did with SpongeBob, I tried to pull out aspects of her main character design and see how I could translate them into a more magical look. So obviously I had to leave in her hair loopies for her hair, and then I planned on giving her really long, big, magical hair, which you will see in a moment. And for her outfit, I kept those. She's got a bunch of variations of her outfit, obviously throughout the 3 seasons of the show. She changes it quite a bit, but I decided to go with aspects more from the earlier seasons of Avatar, where she's wearing her fur-lined coat, and she also, in a later season, has her wrists with these, like, I don't even know what to call them. She's got these things around her wrist. You know if you see her design. Anyway, I decided to leave those in here as well and give her her big fluffy boots, but kind of make them a little bit more tailored to her legs, like a magical girl outfit would be, or at least how I imagine it. And again, I wanted to give her lots of frills, lots of ribbons, and I was happy with how she was turning out so far. And for her hair, I wanted to give her a bow on top. Just to give her hair more volume, I gave her a side ponytail as well as really long hair and her loopies. So I wanted her to have really crazy anime hair because, you know, she's very anime magical girl right now, and why would I not take it to the next level? Katara's hair is actually more, I guess, a little bit shorter. She does have long hair, but it's not this long, and typically she wears it in a braid in the earlier seasons. But like I said, I'm mixing it up, taking aspects from multiple seasons of her outfit and then translating them here. Instead of giving her a staff or some kind of weapon like I did with SpongeBob, wow, that's a weird sentence to say out loud out of context. But instead of giving her some kind of weapon, I decided she would obviously just have the power to control water because, you know, I guess she's a waterbender, right? I kid. But yeah, I decided to make that her main weapon, I guess you could say, is the power of controlling water, which is why I just have water flying all around her. And I think it gives the piece a sense of movement, along with her hair being up in the air and frills going everywhere. So I like the movement I was trying to give throughout the piece. That's what I really wanted to show because she is in the middle of what I would think bending water using her power. So I wanted to have a lot of movement in this piece. But I had also a lot of fun coloring her because I feel like in these drawings, when I'm doing things like turning X into a person, adding color really pulls the piece together. Because sometimes when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, is this really gonna turn out looking like them? And then once I add color, I'm like, yes, The colors really bring it together, especially when you're trying to bring a character's original color scheme or design into something. Really helps. So I decided to make the accents on her outfit this darker blue, which she has a lot of dark blue in her original outfit on her tights. So I decided to use that for the ribbons as well as her tights. And then I'm going with the regular light blue like she normally wears with her Water Tribe outfit and making that the primary color for her outfit there, with some white accents as well on her like little skirt frill that I added on top, as well as the little fluff on her cuffs of her outfit. And then I did add a little tiny underskirt just because I felt like the skirt I drew was way too short and also just looked a little plain, so I wanted to add something a little bit more interesting to the outfit, so I added just an extra skirt layer underneath her frilly skirt. But just like with SpongeBob, I had a ton of fun doing this, and I'm so happy that I decided to do this for today's video. It was just kind of a last minute thought, like I was thinking about, I had completely different topics in mind, and then all of a sudden I just thought magical girl, and then I was kind of hooked. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of these kinds of videos or more in this series and you want to see me draw Sokka or other characters, let me know in the comments below, and if you really like it or give this video a like, just let me know you want to see more. And if you don't, you know, I don't have to do this again. It's up to you guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I have all of my links as always in the description box below, the link to my online store, as well as my Discord server, my Patreon pin club, Instagram, everything else is there. So please go check out all of those links. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. As always, have a beautiful weekend. Bye bye.